What often turns casual players away from realistic tactical shooters is the lack of a purely PvE-focused game mode. This game, on the other hand, seems to have it all. Dedicated PvE servers as well as PvPvE, a very fun game loop, a healing system that is very intricate with different wounds, damaged organs and bones, stunning graphics, if your machine can run it, and lethal and tactical combat. Still, the game is not without issues, so I'll try to give you a good understanding of this game. Grey Zone Warfare is an open-world tactical shooter, where you choose from 3 factions, which currently only differ by starting locations, on the fictional Southeast Asian map. The game world is pretty large, with its 42 square kilometers, but not all areas are accessible in early access. Thankfully, you can decide whether you want to play on a PvE only server or on a PvPvE server, where you can encounter other players. You begin at your faction space, where you gear up. This involves choosing your weapons, armor, backpacks, etc. Once you are equipped, you pick up missions from different traders or mission boards. With your missions in hand, you head out into the open world, either on foot or via helicopter, and you will encounter enemies, like criminal bands or the regular army, and if you've opted for PvP as well, other players. The AI at this stage isn't very sophisticated, but the battles are still intense and risky. One good hit is all it takes for both you and your enemies. As you complete your mission objectives, you collect loot, whether that's stuff from the environment like food, drinks and medical supplies, or weapons with attachments and different armor and backpacks. You need to return to your base to actually keep the stuff you find. You can then trade these items with NPCs at your base. What's especially cool in this game is that the health system doesn't use traditional hit points, but models individual body parts and vital stats like blood and hydration. Your symptoms require specific treatments like bandages, surgery kits or blood bags. Something you need to know is that the servers will be periodically reset. Some players like this because there will likely be a ton of new content added with each reset, which should keep things fresh and fair when everyone starts from scratch. But some people also just dislike the idea of servers and their progress being reset. The game misses features like day-night cycles, weather conditions, varied AI behaviors, and much more that is to come in future patches. But in short, the game is nowhere near completed yet. It is very fun and addictive, but you will eventually hit the point where you are longing for more, or are simply done with the bugs that are currently present. Don't expect a AAA experience, because it isn't. There are early access typical performance issues and steep system requirements, so do keep that in mind as well. I also suggest buying the cheaper version of the game first, and not the more expensive ones, as you can just upgrade later if you feel like it. Let me know if this was helpful. A like is very much appreciated if it was.